Turn man like Brucey down. Slimehouse TV and myself Theo came back on the road with man like Bentlegs. And today we're off to Doncaster Toy Fair. We've never been there before. I think this is like the 10th time that we filmed it. But as you know, Doncaster can turn up some gold. So looking forward to getting into it. Looking forward to filming it on a camera that's actually working today. You'll have seen my face like thunder in the last episode. That's all fixed now. But should be a good day. As I said, with Doncaster, you never know what's going to turn up. So yeah, man, let's do this. Not gonna lie, it's a cold one today. It's a cold one, isn't it, Bents?
It's chilly, mate. Chilly on the willy.
Bit fresh.
Thank you. We're YouTubing. We're YouTubing.
Now, if you've been watching Slimehouse TV for any amount of time, you've probably seen us hit up Doncaster Toy Fair before. It's the fair that's the closest to us, with us being from Sheffield, and it's one that even if we're not specifically looking for anything in particular, we go to anyway just because it's so close. In terms of what it offers, it can be a little bit hit and miss. If you're looking for the type of stuff that we are, it can get a little bit train and railway heavy sometimes, but then other times it can really surprise you and you can come home with something that you didn't expect to. You never know with Doncaster. I also find that there's always a lot of independent sellers here as well, moving on their own collections, or people that are doing it as a one-off, or people hearing how good Doncaster can be and driving up for the first time to give it a go, and those are often the types of stalls and the type of people that I'm looking out for. Because as I said, I come to this one all the time, so there's also going to be a lot of people bringing the same stuff that I've seen many times over and over, so it's nice when you run into a new seller that's got stuff that you've not seen before. I have been coming here since I was a little kid though, and whether you pick one thing up or 10, it's always a great day out. Now, the last time that we came here, we was with Callum and the RetroGhetto gang. There was a whole crew of us. This time it was just me and Bentlegs, so a little bit more of a low-key one. But what made this show super special is that it took place on the 30th of December, making it the very last toy show that we would be attending of 2023.
Oh, it's fresh, isn't it? I wouldn't like to be standing next to that door. Simeon. Primate Avenger. Yo. Those always remind me of Mr. Bean. Like an airfixed battleship. Look at all those guns. Look, Mr. Bean is the first like comedy I remember like proper creasing at as a kid. You don't know? Yeah, I'm a big fan of these. I spent a long time collecting these as a kid. That one's always worth money, that one. The Godzilla there, look, Bents. Tenner. Spends in, lads.
Regular viewers will know that we always try to get to toy fairs for the early bird, but I think this time we even beat that. So not only did we get there while most people were still setting up, but we also got there before a lot of the traders even did.
Yeah, see, normally when we get here, stalls are majoritively set up. I think that's a real word. We're very early today. We're still very much in the building phase. These are alright. Like 10 Marines or that with tenner. Could strip all them down to no set paint off. If you wanted, you know, like some Marines, loads. But it's all friends and family, that's alright then.
You might remember in that last Stafford toy hunt that my friend Vintro had a half-complete turf surfer from Toxic Crusaders that I liked the look of, but had a couple of pieces missing. Well, as luck would have it, my first pickup of the day from Doncaster was from a regular stall holder that I always chat to, who had a couple of parts that I needed for that vehicle going cheap. So obviously I had to pick them up, and if I do end up getting that turf surfer from Vintro, I'll be able to stick these straight onto it now.
Well, you see a bag of Toxic Crusaders accessories for a £5, you just have to take it. He has very good prices in. All them Warhammer, they were like, I don't know, 10 figures on each one for a tenner. Strip them down in stripping machine, 10 nice figures, maybe more. If I needed some, I'd have been all right, I just don't. Get him £5. Note that on Neil's stall. £5. Toy Biz X-Men.
Another seller that I always look out for when we go to Doncaster is Neil, aka RetroGhetto. Now you might remember a couple of events ago I picked up a really nice boggling that I needed from him. He always has really good prices and I'm always interested to see what he's got on his stall. Unfortunately though, he wasn't set up either at this point, so he was another one that we were going to have to loop back round and check out later on in the day. So anytime we come to Doncaster Toy Fair, we always have to check out the stall of our good friend Gareth from Cosmic Toys, aka England's answer to Mandarake. You might remember a few months ago we took a visit to his shop, went through a ton of his back stock, finding some real treasure and coming home with some of my favourite finds of the year. Now this is a guy that sells everything, vintage stuff, classic 80s and 90s lines, as well as more designer toys and contemporary stuff. But obviously with Bentlegs and myself being big fans of Japanese culture, it's always those kinds of lines that we're looking for when we go to check Gareth's stall. So as always, we had to go and see him and see what he'd brought with him this time.
Oh,
It
sweet.
was hiding behind that destroyer.
Yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah.
blue box. That's why I didn't find it last time.
Cool.
Yeah, so you still want it.
I think it comes with a little
Attention please, this is an exhibitor announcement of a couple of vehicles causing obstructions that need to be moved.
Oh, yeah.
That's so nice.
You will have
that.
seen them anyway when you came to the shop.
I remember seeing him in a cabinet, but he's a bit overwhelming when everything's there, isn't it? You can appreciate him a bit on their own merit when you see him on their own.
You've seen the films, you know.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know.
This is where it don't work, isn't it?
Yeah, sick that. So what's that Lego Godzilla? And I says, I don't know.
Hey, Lego for one thing.
No, it's building block.
Am I right in thinking that's Korean?
That comes in there.
That language, those glyphs, look a lot more Korean than they do Japanese.
No,
to me.
well, that's Japanese.
That's Japanese, yeah, that's Godzilla. But the bit at the top.
Maybe to get translator on it.
Morning everyone, welcome to Doncaster Racecar.
Oh, that's that Benz. Yeah, I'll just do it sleeve and then.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a couple of hours on.
There you go, mate.
Thank you. You're a star. Thank you.
It might never be my fault because my signature changes every time I do it. At the minute, it's kind of blocked. It's blocked capitally.
I can't get through banking security because my signature
It just changes all the time. I got it very fancy at one point, and then, but now I just like to block capital, like tagging. How you doing, Pi? All right?
Yeah.
You don't usually do Doncaster, do you? Mobile Joker. Look at that. It's like a hippie van. Volkswagen. That's cool. It's a classic, that.
Ah, yeah, from the Walkers. It's the wacky mate in the face and class with it and that.
You were on Transformers last time I saw you.
Yeah, yeah. I've got the MVP one, you know, with the golf and.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What big like that? Did they do a big golfing
no,
one?
They're about this big.
The small one.
So they don't have any voice box or anything.
It's cool though, isn't it? That.
I saw
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and I thought for 45 notes.
Is that what it were? Yeah.
They were 50,
But
but the guy was
Just
generous.
knocked him down.
Yeah.
Different prices. I think the lowest one would be Captain America, unfortunately. It's a shame because he's quite heavily
Yeah, yeah.
but he's one of the rarer ones. Each of them has all three of the little
Yeah, that's what I
parts
like.
that go in there.
So what you got on them?
Starting at 12 on that one,
Yeah.
up to 20.
Okay. Yeah, they're decent.
Unfortunately, he's got all of his limbs.
That's
They
Sonya
have
Blade.
She's got
Yeah.
smash crotch.
Oh,
Until I found it.
silly string launcher.
Yeah, rear end you can change the size depending on the size of your silly string. That covers over looking like Archer's bow, and and then that would activate the nozzle.
That's
I
awesome.
thought it was like something that went on a tube of sweets.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I was looking for a sweet dispenser or something.
Firing sweets into kids' mouths. Blah. Jason's got a Ted DiBiase. Sorry, going in. Something to snuggle when he gets home. Ben, look at this. Look at these. It's like a, and watch.
Like a catalogue.
Look, he goes through up Bandai's. Not a bad little archive piece. Decent now. Oh boy, look, Pigman, Goro man. Yeah, decent little like hardback book, like a kid's book, but a catalogue, yeah.
Now, I really wanted to try and find something to bring home at this fair, but there was just nothing coming out that was on my radar. And if it was too expensive, or it were incomplete, or I felt like I was just buying it for the sake of it. And when you've got a collection as big as mine, that's never a good idea. Also, when I come to Doncaster, I'm not even looking for like super obscure stuff. There's things that I'm after that are pretty standard. Old Hammer is always good. There's still a bunch of playmates that I need with the weapons, Toxic Crusaders vehicles that I'm wanting, certain battle beasts that I'm after. But everything was just coming up a little bit dry, and I kind of just accepted the fact that there's probably not anything here for me today.
When you're making dioramas, these are like invaluable. Putting light tubes and drain pipes and bits of conduit on doors and things. I feel like I want to spend a tenner on strip bits of plastic. Picked up some plastic little strips and pieces and conduit just because when you're building dioramas, they're invaluable, and I plan on doing a lot of diorama building this year, next year. Yeah, sound mate, nice to meet you. On the tube? On YouTube, yeah, nice one, mate. Yeah, nice one. 3 tins for a £5.
Now let's be right, if you're a collector of action figures like me and you're at a toy fair, buying stuff from the stalls that sell railway supplies, it's probably safe to say that there wasn't that much to report at this particular fair. And that's fine, sometimes it's just like that. I've got a friend who's big into fishing, and whenever he goes off on a weekend, I say, did you catch anything? And he says, Theo, it's called fishing, not catching. And I think that works for toy fairs. It's called toy hunting, not toy buying. And like I said, I don't want to just be buying stuff for the sake of it. I don't want to buy stuff just to make my video look better. If there's nothing there to buy, then there's nothing there to buy, and that's just the way that it is sometimes. Also, I was kind of happy with my railway supplies. I've got some big dioramas planned that I want to be building in the studio over the next few months, and this stuff's going to come in real handy when I do that. Also, I'm not trying to take anything away from any of the sellers that were there. There were lots of cool people selling lots of cool stuff. There just was nothing there for me personally. There was no rare battle beasts. There were no jumbo Mashinder. There were no TH3 project. There were no playmates that I needed, or Toxic Crusaders vehicles, or anything like that. It was just one of those fairs where, even though I was out and I was looking for something and I was trying to find the perfect thing to pick up, there was just nothing there for me personally. So we was kind of just heading out, and then I thought, do you know what? Remember at the start of this video, Neil's stall wasn't set up yet, and he always has some nice bits. I'm going to loop round and check out Neil's stall before we leave. So I'm just having a look on his stall like I always do, seeing if there's anything. He brought me some Transformers Robot Heroes, but I think I've got all them now. I've pretty much got all the ones that I want, so I said there's nothing there for me today, unfortunately. So I said bye to him, and we was heading out at a toy fair when I saw Bentlegs speaking to someone that I kind of recognised.
Right, pal, how you doing?
Now, quite often at the toy fair, I'll be off doing my thing. I'll be like looking at stalls, and people want to come and say hi. They recognise us off Slimehouse, but they don't want to bother me because I'm toy hunting. So they'll just say, yo, I don't want to bother Theo. Just want to let you know that really like what you're doing, and they say hello to Bentlegs. So I thought it was just one of those situations. So I walked back to Bentlegs and I saw him talking to someone, and I said, you're right, pal. And it was Shane Ritchie.
Oh, Shane. Yeah, hey. You're a bit of a toy collector.
Yeah.
Oh, sound now.
So Shane Ritchie is someone that I recognise because I've seen him on TV for years. I grew up in a house where we would watch EastEnders every weekend. So seeing him there was like, I was a little bit taken back. Now when you recognise someone, but then you realise I don't actually know this person, I just recognise him really well. So yeah, Shane Ritchie were there, which was awesome. And we had a good conversation with him. He told me about what he collects and his Planet of the Apes collection. He asked me about what I collected, and I told him about my history with my dad being a collector of Action Man and that kind of thing, and then me moving on more to like Japanese stuff and things. And I didn't want to put the whole conversation in the video or anything like that because he didn't agree to be in our video. We just ran into him while we were there filming, so I didn't want to put the whole thing on there. I'd heard that he was a toy collector before, but I'd never actually seen him at a fair, so it was just really cool to meet him, and a really nice way to not only end that fair but also end the year. If you've been watching Slimehouse for the past 12 months, you'll know that we've done so much. I wanted to go hard last year. I wanted 2023 to be a real big year for Slimehouse, and it really was. We hit the NEC multiple times, Stafford multiple times, obviously Doncaster more times than I can count. We hooked up with RetroGhetto and the Ghetto Gang multiple times and did loads of cool toy hunts with them. We also hooked up with Bill making stuff and went down Portsmouth. We hooked up with Toys R Us. I made this. We hooked up with the Ancient Mariner a couple of times. That was awesome. We then did ToyCon UK. We then covered HorrorCon, and that was amazing. Like, even as I'm sat here thinking about all the stuff that we've done, and the studio, we started building a whole Slimehouse studio this year. We've done so much. 2023 has really been an awesome year for Slimehouse, and as I were editing this together and looking back on all the clips, it just made me really excited to see what we're going to get up to in 2024, because if it's anything like last year, then it really is going to be something incredible. So what I would like to know from you people that watch this on the regular, what has been your favourite Slimehouse moment of 2023? What's been your favourite video, your favourite toy hunt? Did we meet in 2023? Did you run into us at a toy fair and say hello and take a selfie or anything like that? I'd love to hear about them interactions because, yeah, like I said, 2023 has been one of my favourite years ever, and I'm so buzzing to see what we do in 2024. And also, is there any fairs or events that we've not been to yet that you'd love to see us check out? I really want to get down to some more southern fairs this year. I want to get to Sandown and some of those fairs that happen down south that I've never had a chance to check out yet, because I hear they're awesome, and if they're anything like the NEC, even half as good as the NEC, then I really want to go to them as well. So let me know down below if there's anything that you think that we should be checking out. I also want to get to Salute as well this year. I want to do more wargaming conventions. I want to hook up more with Bill making stuff and do some of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's also going to be awesome. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video today. Please don't forget to give it a like, and if this is your first time checking out the channel, then let me know who you are, where you're from and what you collect, because you're always welcome here at Slimehouse TV. If you want to help support future projects like this, future missions, driving out in the car and going places, stuff like the studio build and other things that we get up to at Slimehouse TV, then you can head over to patreon.com/Slimehouse TV. All that money goes directly back into the brand and helps me make this channel bigger and better than ever. We've also got a Discord that you can join. I'll put the link down to that below. And if you want to help support us but you don't want to sign up to anything, there's also a link down below where you can just send a direct donation through on PayPal. So that also really helps as well. As you know, we do a lot at Slimehouse and we've got lots planned in the future, so every little helps. So I just want to say on behalf of myself and Bentlegs and everyone else that helps make Slimehouse videos, whether you've helped on one video or 10, then thank you so much for all your support last year, and it's really given me the drive to make 2024 even better. The next video that drops on the channel is probably going to be a big studio update. Done lots in the studio since I last caught up with you. Also, I didn't even talk about the fact that we released my first ever action figure this year as well. Yeah, we also released Turgo. They sold out in like 12 seconds. It was amazing. So yeah, more Turgos are coming as well. We'll talk more about that in a future video. But yeah, just want to say thank you as always for checking out this video today with all of the cool stuff that you can be watching on YouTube. It really does mean a lot that you come back here every single week and watch me talk toys on Slimehouse TV. So as always, I'm Theo Kane, this is Slimehouse TV, and until that next video, I'm gone. Pow!